Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and who is the big dog of the MCU these days? Is it a Hulk? Is it a god? A demon? A human with godly powers? A Nexus being? Whatever that is? Or a robot with a ball cap? Well, as we look ahead from Marvel Phase 4 to Phase 5, and this universe is suddenly flooded with enhanced freaks with a range of power sets, including the latest mutant, Namor, whom Ryan Coogler just claimed could beat Thor and even beat up Hulk if he was close enough to the water. We just really need to revisit our MCU power ranking. Is Ryan Coogler right? How has the hierarchy of power in the Marvel Universe changed? And is The Rock at the top of it? I think he's contractually at the top of every power hierarchy. In the past, when trying to rank Marvel characters by power, I looked at the qualities the Marvel website uses when assessing characters' relative power in the comics: durability, energy, fighting, intelligence, speed, and strength. But I don't think those really line up to how characters are depicted in the MCU. So instead, I define power in 3 ways. 1, the ability to shape the reality of others. 2, the ability to overwhelm others in conflict. And 3, how hard it is to kill them. Now, yes, I can hear you pacifists saying there's something to be said for soft power, like intelligence, social skills, teamwork, blah, blah, blah. Really, I think all that's covered by the ability to shape the reality of others. You know, like the ability to make friends and influence people, or really the ability to say, screw all that, I'm gonna banish you to a pocket dimension. We should also remember that the MCU is not a single elimination tournament where individual wins or losses dictate your ranking. It's really a rotating league of fighters who run into each other, then team up, then rematch, realign. Their overall statuses are constantly shifting based on the narrative circumstances. It's kind of like MTV's The Challenge. Like, Bananas can say he's the all-time champ, but we all remember when CT turned him into a backpack. So in the MCU, it really helps to sort all the rankings into 6 overall tiers. Tier 1, Terrans. Tier 2, Enhanced. Tier 3, Demigods. Tier 4, Gods. Tier 5, Nexus Beings. And Tier 6, Cosmic Entities. Starting with Tier 1, Terrans. So at the bottom of all this is our average, normal-powered humans. You got your Nick Fury, Maria Hill, Happy Hogan, Christine Palmer, Darcy, MJ, Everett Ross, as well as these skilled fighters who are harder to kill yet still killable. Natasha Romanoff, Yelena Belova, Clint Barton, Laura Barton, Kate Bishop, Killmonger before the heart-shaped herb, and Zemo. Now Sharon Carter falls in here though. As a power broker, she wields a bit more influence than the others, but you know, I'd rank Nick Fury's spycraft over her art friends. I'd also throw Ned Leeds somewhere in here, even though it turns out he's a sorcerer, so who knows. And right at the top of these Terran fighters are Daredevil and Echo, because their other senses are definitely dialed up to pseudo-superhuman levels. All of these Terrans are strong, but definitely very killable, and specifically they are limited by the governments, the media, and the corporate powers on planet Earth. But defying organizations like that is our second tier, and the biggest tier on our list, the Enhanced. And it's the biggest tier because pretty much every mutant and rogue weirdo who got introduced in She-Hulk fits into this category. In The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Sam and Bucky refer to these as androids, aliens, and wizards, but this is also where we include people with super suits, super soldiers, and all these other nebulous enhanced folks, whatever they are. Now at the lower end of this tier is anyone with gear upgrades. Tony Stark, Rhodey, Sam Wilson, Captain America, Scott Lang, Cassie Lang, Hope Van Dyne, Hank Pym, Janet Van Dyne, Doc Ock, Quentin Beck, Adrian Toomes, the Wakandans whenever they use vibranium tech, you know, Okoye, Shuri, Nakia. And I think we can also group with these not just man-made tech, but like cosmic or mystical tech when it is part of the character's identity, as opposed to just something they pick up and use once. So like Shang-Chi with the 10 rings and Elsa with the Bloodstone. Now a step above the gearheads, but still within the enhanced tier, are our super soldiers. Steve Rogers, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, John Walker, the Flag Smashers, Captain Carter 838, and it wasn't confirmed, but Kingpin and Hawkeye definitely seem to have super soldier strength and durability. Wouldn't surprise me that guy had been juicing. Now these super soldiers roughly have the same fighting skill as the aliens of the MCU, many of which come with cybernetic enhancements or biological advantages. Groot, Rocket, Gamora, Nebula, Drax, Mantis, Yondu, an average Skrull warrior, an average Kree warrior, the Black Order, Adam Warlock, or really anyone with the symbiote attached. So like Venom, Carnage, I would put them all here. Also somewhere on this tier are those enhanced by freak accidents or supernatural curses: Peter Parker, Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, Man-Thing, Werewolf by Night, Blade. Most mutants fall here as well. Mutants probably the most diverse class of all these, with their powers ranging all over, but already we have Billy and Tommy Maximoff, Wolverine's gonna be showing up, Deadpool, Storm, Cyclops, Magneto. Now Omega level mutants like Phoenix will rank much higher here, like God tier. But now we come to the most debated part of this, the Hulks. Because in the comics, Hulk is supposed to have limitless range. Like it can be a world breaker, but in the MCU, Hulk has really been depowered. He's been knocked out more than once. So I think here on this tier would go the Hulk family. Bruce Banner and everyone who has used his blood. Emil Blonsky, Abomination, the Leader, Hulk Todd, Jen Walters, Bruce Banner himself, but we will come back to Jen Walters. If you've watched a lot of our channel, you've heard us mention Helix mattresses, which is where we all go to sleep after wearing ourselves out, making videos all day. and where we dream up our most outlandish theories. We love Helix, and that's why we're so stoked to hear that the same people who make Helix mattresses are leaving the bedroom and entering our waking life with a new company called Allform, which makes custom sofas. Allform makes it easy to pick a sofa that's the right size, color, shape, and fabric for you and your home. They've got everything from armchairs and love seats to 8-seat sectionals. Allform's furniture is made from 90% recycled materials and it's built to last. We're talking hardwood frames, high-grade cushions, and performance fabrics that are stain-resistant, durable, and soft. Everything is manufactured in the US at a family-owned facility, so you can feel good about the purchase you're making every time you use it. Your custom sofa ships to your home for free in just 3 to 7 days, and you can assemble it yourself easily once it arrives. New Rockstars editor John got a brown leather armchair and an ottoman from Allform and absolutely loves them. He dreams about editing the break room while getting in a quick nap in his comfy chair.
That's a nice chair.
They have a 100-day trial, so you can get more than 3 months to make sure that you love it, and if you don't, they'll pick it up for you and you will get a full refund. Keep your sofa and you'll get a forever warranty, literally forever. We love the Allform furniture that we've gotten and we think you will too. To find your perfect sofa, check out allform.com/newrockstars. Allform is offering 20% off all orders for our audience at allform.com/newrockstars. Then we arrive at the people enhanced but by cosmic radiation, like Kamala Khan, Through the Bangles, Cameron, Monica Rambeau, and Carol Danvers. Now, when Carol Danvers goes binary, she's pretty unbeatable, but I would still say it's all brute strength. She can't really break out of this reality or go full god status. I actually would say Maria Rambeau from 838 is stronger than her, along with the 838 Illuminati members, Reed Richards, Charles Xavier, and Black Bolt. Now, the androids also fall within this enhanced tier because they're typically a mix of man-made AI and tech, and all very killable. Vision, White Vision, Ultron, Zola, and MODOK. I would place at the top of this enhanced tier the Sorcerers, Doctor Strange, Wang, Mordo, Agatha Harkness, Wanda Maximoff, Ebony Maw, and Clea, because they have access at least to cosmic forces and multiversal magic that the other enhanced fighters don't. So in a fight between Sorcerer Supreme Mordo and Carol Danvers, yeah, I'd give that to Mordo. On to tier 3, the demigods. These are offspring or creations of the gods who carry out the god's will and can temporarily level up to god status. So you got your Asgardians, Thor, Loki, Valkyrie, Lady Sif, Heimdall, Hela. You also got your Eternals, both the ones of Earth and of other planets like Titan, like Thanos and Eros. Peter Quill is the son of a Celestial, and Hercules, son of Zeus. All the characters I mentioned typically live very long lives. It seems like they can hold Infinity Stones, or at least handle very powerful cosmic technology, and other people see them as gods, but there is like a level above them. And I would put Gore the God Butcher here, but only when he has the Necro Sword, since he can kill gods with it. Kind of makes sense that he would be one level beneath it. But I also include on this tier the avatars of gods. Moon Knight, who's powered by Khonshu, Scarlet Scarab, who's powered by Tawaret, Black Panther, who's powered by Bast, and Namor, who's powered by the Mayan deity Kukulkan. This is why I think Ryan Coogler is right to say Namor could keep up with Thor and probably beat Hulk, at least the way Hulk is depicted in the MCU. Because the way the rules of power work in this cinematic universe, characters like Moon Knight and Namor have a pretty powerful advantage. Also, I want to add that I think anyone with one functional Infinity Stone that they can use and handle rises to demigod status automatically. Tier 4 are the gods. These are the semi-immortal heavenly beings who use mortals in lower tiers as their champions. They often don't get involved themselves. So this includes Odin and Zeus, Bast, Kukulkan, the Celestials, Ego, who's also celestial, Khonshu, Ammit, Tawaret, the whole Ennead, as well as the gods of Omnipotent City. And I think anyone with multiple Infinity Stones becomes god status. So Thanos in the first half of Infinity War. Now this tier would also include slightly more abstract gods like Galactus, Dormammu, Chthon, who's an elder god, and the character of Love, who at the end of Love and Thunder was a goddess spawned by eternity. Now I think Mephisto would fit in this category since he has the same kind of mythological roots as other gods, but we'll see how powerful he ends up being in the MCU. Tier 5 are the Nexus beings. These are individuals who, through technology or magic, transcend reality to become multiversal beings who can manipulate the laws of nature, making them pretty tricky to kill, but they can still die. Anyone who uses all 6 Infinity Stones at once reaches this tier, but only temporarily and at a cost. This is a tier where we see He Who Remains in the TVA, Kang the Conqueror in all of his variants. Also, Scarlet Witch or Doctor Strange when they dreamwalk, Loki in his variants when they are in the TVA, Ultron Infinity in What If. An argument could be made for fourth wall breakers like She-Hulk and Deadpool being Nexus beings, but ultimately She-Hulk's edits were overruled by Kevin, and I would call the Kevin robot a Nexus being, but only in the context of the reality of the She-Hulk finale. So our final tier, tier 6, cosmic entities. These are the multiversal near abstract beings that don't really die, but because they represent concepts. Thor Love and Thunder depicted these as shrines in the chamber at the center of the universe. Eternity, the living tribunal, the Watcher, the celestial one above all, presumably the leader of the Celestials, Death, Eon, and Infinity. Now, I also interpret Kevin to be on this level since that robot is really a stand-in for Kevin Feige and the whole studio he leads. So there we have it, 6 tiers of power, and I'm sure it'll never change. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Erik Voss. You can follow New Rockstars and subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.